Hello students, very good morning. So today I am going to start with a new chapter, an interesting chapter, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. So how these microorganisms acts as a friend to human beings and an enemy. Foe means enemy or an opponent. Students, you have seen several kinds of plants and animals, right? However, there are other living organisms around us which we normally cannot see. So these are called as microorganisms or microbes. For example, you might have observed that during the rainy season, moist bread gets spoiled and its surface gets covered with a grayish white patches. Right? You might have observed on the bread. These microorganisms are present even in the soil and even in the water also, ponds of water, lakes. So in all these kinds, so these microorganisms are present. So the microorganisms or microbes are so small in size that they cannot be seen with our naked eyes. We cannot see through our naked eyes. Some of these, such as the fungus that grow on the bread, can be seen with the magnifying lenses. Now by magnifying lenses na use ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು we can see some of the fungus which is growing on the bread, and others cannot be seen without the help of a microscope. Microscope is an instrument which is used to see microorganisms which we cannot see through our naked eyes. So that is why these are called as microorganisms or microbes. So microorganisms are classified into different groups. So these groups are bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa. So some of these common microorganisms are shown here. You can see this is bacteria, this is algae, this is Chlamydomonas, this is Spirogyra, this is also a type of algae. Next, these spores, the fungi which is growing on the surface of the bread. Okay, so that is called bread molds. This is a penicillium. Penicillium is example for fungus. So and here, these protozoans, amoeba and paramecium. So these are the examples for microorganisms: bacteria, algae, fungi and protozoa. Actually, viruses are also microscopic but are different from these microorganisms. They, however, reproduce only inside the cell of a host organism. So viruses ಯಾವ ತರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ when they are present outside the body, so they are like dead. When they come in contact with a human body or any other living surface or a living organism, so it get a life. So however, they reproduce only inside the cell of a host organism. Host organism means it is dependent on that organism for its food and reproduction. So which may be a bacterium, a plant or an animal. So some of the viruses shown here. So the structure of virus will be like this. So you already know about coronavirus, right? This is called bacteriophage. And some diseases or some ailments like common cold, influenza and most cough are caused by the viruses. So serious diseases like polio, chickenpox are caused by these viruses. Even you very well know about this coronavirus, right? That is also a kind of virus. And diseases like dysentery and malaria are caused by the protozoans. They are caused by protozoans. Whereas typhoid, tuberculosis, so these are bacterial diseases. So algae cannot cause a disease. So it doesn't harm and it does not cause any diseases. You have learnt about some of these microorganisms in the class 6th and class 7th. Look at some of the microorganisms: bacteria, so Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra, this is algae. So amoeba and paramecium, these are protozoan. So bread molds, penicillium, aspergillus, so these are all fungi. Where do these microorganisms live? Microorganisms may be single cell like bacteria, and some algae and protozoan are multicellular. Single cell means their whole body is like a single cell, and multicellular means their body is made up of so many cells. So some algae and protozoa are multicellular, such as such as many algae and fungi. They live in all the types of environment, ranging from ice cold climate to the hot springs. ತುಂಬಾ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇರೋ ರೀಜನ್ ಇಂದ ಹಾಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸೊ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಗುನು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮಾರ್ಷಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದನು ಮಾರ್ಷಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವೆಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಗುನು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ವೇ ದೀಸ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫೌಂಡ್ inside the bodies of animals including humans. So some of the microorganisms grow on the other organisms while others exist freely. You know that our stomach contains our stomach and intestine contains good bacteria which help in the digestion. Microorganisms and us. So these microorganisms plays an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in our many ways, whereas some other are harmful and causes diseases. So let us study about them in detail. Friendly microorganisms. So these microorganisms are used for various purposes. So they are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. So microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol since ages. Okay, in the production of alcohol also, so they'll use microorganisms. And they are also used in cleaning up of the environment. For example, the organic waste like vegetable peels, animal remainings, feces, etc. So these are broken down into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. So you can recall that bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. Okay, so antibiotics what you take, it is prepared by these bacteria. Okay, so these are also used in the preparation of medicines, and even very importantly in agriculture. So they are used to increase the soil fertility by nitrogen fixation. So you might have studied about a rhizobium bacteria, right? So rhizobium bacteria, it is a soil bacteria which help in the absorption of atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, it will help in trapping that nitrogen and it will give it to the plant. So by using that, plants will grow very well. So these are the uses, some of the uses of microorganisms. We'll study different uses and what are the different harmful effects of this bacteria in the next classes. I hope all of you have understood the topic. Thank you.